Welcome to Hood, the Global Boxing, the most authentic podcast in boxing. I'm your host, Ball Out. Y'all already know that. I'm here to let y'all know we back. We back with the motherfucking content. The content that y'all need, that y'all been waiting on. The content where we gonna keep it real. We gonna let y'all know what's, why, and when you fuck up, I'm on your ass. I'm gonna send you a message. All right, we're gonna start with the bottom of the card. We're gonna do a post-fight reaction from the card we had yesterday with Barrios and Garcia. We're gonna start with from the bottom to the top. We're gonna start with Amari Jones. He was the first fight of the night because of the pullout with Richard Hitchens, but that's another story. Amari Jones, you did a hell of a job, kid. Hell of a job. You came out strong. You came out with your jab. You came out. You took your time, but at the same time, you did what you were supposed to do. You ain't waste a punch. You did exactly what you were supposed to do with your name getting called up. You made us want to see you again. We know your name at that 160 division. It looked like you would be a real problem. So I just want to salute you and tell you did a hell of a job. The next fight was with the Bully. I know the Bully. I forget his opponent. I apologize. But Bully, you did a good job. I feel like it's at times where you applied the right pressure, but you didn't let your hands go. So just make sure you let your hands go at times. It's opportunities that you missed. It was opportunities where you was close enough and he was being defensive and you ain't just let your hands go. So make sure you let your hands go, because against opponents like that, we want to see you getting them out of there. We want to see you getting them out of there real earlier than you did. But hell of a job. We want to see you with better competition at 168. It's a lot of opponents up there, so hopefully they call your name and we'll see you again. We're going to move on to the next fight. Both of these guys did a hell of a job. Nair Albright and Frank Martin. I'm going to start with Nair Albright. Way to show up. Way to show up and show out. A lot of boxing people know you, but a lot of casuals don't. But they know who you is now. You showed that Philly grit. You started slow, but you ain't never go nowhere. You never let him bully you. You always fought back and let him know you was there, to the point where at the end of the fight, you start getting over on him. Oscar De La Hoya was ringside at the fight, and you had him real excited. So if you get a call from him, don't be surprised. You know he got a lot of 140-pounders for you to fight over there in his stable. I just wanted to tell you did a hell of a job, man. Frank Martin, you did a hell of a job also. You started off strong. I feel like if you pressed him more, you could have got him out of there, but you didn't. You pressed, then you laid back. You pressed, then you laid back. Next time, put your foot on him when you hurt him. Later in the fight, I feel like you did start to fade later in the fight. So I need you back in your camp, and you working on being a 12-round fighter like Shakur Stevenson said. I don't need you in there looking like you fading. I need you in there looking like you did in round 10 and round 1. So you work on that. I want to see both of y'all back in the ring with each other or with different opponents. I don't feel like y'all lost no stock last night. Salute to both of y'all. Y'all was the best fighter of the night. The next fight was Andy Hiroka against my boy Antoine Russell. I'm gonna start with Andy Hiroka. Andy Hiroka, you did all right. If you started off the fight how you did in round 6, how you started in round 6, you started vesting in the body, you started letting your left hand go. You a real good puncher, real hard puncher. I feel like you got so far back that you let yourself get too far in the hole. If you would have started off fighting, I feel like it would have been a real different fight, because you is carrying a lot of power. So next time you're in the ring, man, fight harder. As soon as the bell ring, get on his ass. That's the type of style. Figure him out, but let your hands go. You didn't let your hands go. You let your opportunity slip you past. Excuse me. Antoine Gary Russell, I've been real big on you throughout your career, but last night you kind of let me down. I feel like you should be a little bit further than where you at. He was a strong opponent, dangerous opponent, but I got a little bit more. I feel a little bit stronger than what you showed me last night about you. I feel like you could be a little bit better. I need you to let that amateur style go. When you down there ripping to the body, don't. Now I want you, boom, boom, boom. Let them motherfucker feel them organs ripping. Let him feel them organs rip. Sit down on that shit. Quit. I don't want to hear that. Your brother's style. Boom, boom, boom. Show me why you only got 3 fights without knockouts. I ain't see that last night from you. So I need you to pick it up a little bit, because your name getting in the upper echelons of boxing. So you need to show that. or are you gonna drown? Just to be honest with you. But good fight overall. It's an alright fight overall. It's an alright fight. Main event, we had Mario Barrios, we had Ryan Garcia. I'm gonna start off with Mario Barrios. And I ain't gonna start with you, I'm gonna start with your trainer. Joe Goosen, what the fuck was you instructing him to do? Because the shit wasn't working. You telling him the pressure, all right, we hear you pressure, but what you want to do after you pressure? What you turn? What you want to let go, rip to the body? What do you want to do? The instructions was no further than just pressure. You send him in there and get punched on. The instructions was horrible. I feel like it was horrible. Mario Barrios, your performance was horrible. I don't understand what really was going on with you. I seen you in the better years of your career against Ugas and different things. I know you, Keith Thurman, I know you got a little bit more than what you showed last night, but hopefully you come back at a higher weight class if that's the problem and see what you can do at 54. But I feel like 54 would be a real problem for you. So I feel like you really need to sit down and talk with your team and figure out what y'all want to do. Ryan Garcia, you looked real good last night. Way to go out there and fight. From when you came out of the tunnel, I knew you was ready. You sit right there. You my cousin said, man, he bounced for 10 minutes straight. I was like, yeah, that motherfucker ready. Then you did your Devin Haney shit. You got 1 foot back like you about to run a race. And before that motherfucker came out, though, his corner, you was on him. He only had to take 3 steps. You was already on him. And the first round it showed because you put his ass down. So, hell of a fight. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to your father. I want to see you with in some more big fights. It's just only one thing I want with you. Just make sure you're a clean fighter. Overall card, it was about a 7, 8. Ricky Hitchison fucked it up because I feel like if that fight was implicated with this fight, it would have been a 10. It might have been the best card of the year so far. It would have been hard to top that for the rest of the year. But that's it for the episode 1. I know it was short and sweet, but that's how we're going to keep it for this one. I'm going to upgrade a lot of things for y'all. I'm coming at y'all. I'm coming for the #1 spot in this boxing shit because I am the best journalist. I do know the most shit. I'm the realist. I ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. And it just is what it's going to be. So be looking forward to seeing me, seeing my face. Remember my name, Bally, Hood to Global Boxing. Make sure you go subscribe to my YouTube at Hood to Global TV. Make sure you subscribe to my Instagram at Hood to Global. Make sure you go follow me on Facebook at Jalen Townsend. Reach into all my social medias. Let's do this shit. Let's go up. Let's take over boxing. Let me let y'all know the real. I'm tired of these showbiz and all these corny motherfuckers that y'all are forced to listen to. I'm going to bring the real to this shit. I'm out.